Welcome, madam.
Okay. Good afternoon once again. I bring you warm greetings from the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, Dame Pauline Talent, OFR, as the mother of the day. But you do know that today is the Federal Executive Council meeting, and they're all at the council now. However, she has asked that I give you her warm greetings and to encourage you and thank you for inviting her as the mother of the day, and to also tell you that she's highly impressed by the designs that have been put out by this say that, and to also say that when minds, creative minds as this are gainfully engaged, they bring about harmony, they bring about a lot of positivity to the environment. And so, in solidarity with those who will be coming first, second, and third, and runner-up, she says to tell you that you're all winners and that you should take this in the true spirit of sportsmanship and ensure that you continue to contribute positively to the growth and development of the country. And so, without speaking this event, so thank you once more on behalf of the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, Dame Pauline Talent, OFR, TSG, and we commend the initiative of the Jinkai initiative to put together this auspicious event at this time in our nation's history. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being able to log in with all the difficulties of internet connection. I think we were able to get at least 90 to 95% of the Honorable Minister's speech. So thank you very much for that, and convey our gratitudes back to the Honorable Minister. I would like to, again, sorry, my apologies, Professor Sinclair, but before I come back to you, I would like to give the teams a minute to say something. So if members of the teams are here, shall we start with third place, Team PSBC? Anybody from Team PSBC?
Yeah.
Go ahead, we can hear you.
Okay. Good evening.
Please introduce yourself before you go ahead.
Okay. Standing on the existing protocol, my name is Oriola Kitamde, and I'm the team leader for Team PSBC. So basically, the theme of our design was based on Sabuntawa, which means restoration in Hausa language. So, and then the idea is to restore the people that were displaced in the north, to be able to restore them back to their various communities, which was what influenced our design actually. With the help of my other group members, we also came up with a general concept which is based on triple space concepts. The triple space concept is a kind of stuff that demarcates each functions of the building. So we have the private zone, the semi-private zone, and then the public zone. And those functions were now brought together to form a single unit. So we were able to also use various locally based materials that you can easily access from the northern part of the country, which include clay, bamboo, and several of them like that. So basically, the competition was a challenge for us, but we were able to work together and bring everything together, and we came up with the submission. So we really appreciate Jinkai for giving us a platform to showcase our talents. And then I would also like to appreciate my team members too, and then the other group from my institution, University of Nigeria, Enugu campus, Department of Architecture. That's a team master that got the honorable mention. I would like to appreciate them. I would like to appreciate the organizers of this competition and for giving us a platform like this. God bless everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Team PSBC. And in second place, have we got anyone from Team Jarume? Team Jarume, second place.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Team Jarume. Unfortunately, due to the internet connection, we were not able to catch every word of what you've said, but we understand that you were trying to give us a description of all the things, the elements that you took into consideration in coming up with your design. Well done, congratulations, and thank you. And at least we got the pleasure of seeing your faces, which it will do in place of the speech that was broken. Thank you very much. And finally, first place winners, Team Crazy World. Anybody from Team Crazy World? Unmute, introduce yourselves, and take it away.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Benjamin Moses. I'm a student of Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, University of Bauchi. My design concept came out of the Ariwa concept, which actually the logo found at the front of the house, and also which means unity. Going back to the history of African vernacular architecture, which is born out of the blues, I was able to integrate the local materials, which are from the native technologies, which I found several years ago. From the design, from the entrance porch, it's called entrance porch these days. It's called the Zore in Hausa architecture. The wood is found close by. The bamboo are found. These are, let me just say, these are readily available materials which can be found anywhere around under it. And also, the design is actually sustainable in the sense that I was able to bring out, because these people that are going to live in this environment does not have enough money to be able to like generate enough power for themselves. So I was able to bring an initiative of providing a biogas technology which can be able to serve these people for sterilized, and that's waste-free materials. All materials are renewable. From the materials from the waste, that's the dustbin, the septic tanks, which have been dropped in the biogas, can be used to generate electricity, and as well can use it to as a manure to the farm. I think that's the final placement. And also the bamboo street light is the new innovation which Africans are supposed to be buying into, instead of using of steel, which are more expensive. I would say this is basically what I have in mind, and I would like to use this opportunity to thank the Jinkai initiative for providing this platform for Nigerian students to be able to showcase their talent, because this is actually out of what we taught in school. We're able to crack our brain to be able to like integrate what is both the African vernacular architecture and the modern architecture. And also, I'd like to use this opportunity to recognize some great architects in Africa, which mostly I use their work as a source of inspiration. I would like to acknowledge the person of architect Francis Kere, architect James George, which I was watching on YouTube far back 4 years ago. He was explaining something about Demas Nwoko's work, which is also African vernacular architecture, the Dominican Chapel. And I would like to acknowledge the person of architect Kunle Adeyemi, and architect Christopher Benjamin. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Things like this excites me. You know, I'm sure those of you who are watching would have noticed I was smiling all through. I feel very inspired when I see young people doing great things with their talents, and particularly young Nigerians. However, Dr. Ima, I think you and I are going to have a word after this event is over, because as a feminist, I cannot but notice the absence of any woman in this competition. And I think we need to get together to network on how to get more women into competitions like this.
I believe Team PSBC has gender equity, I believe, but I stand to be corrected. They chose the lead to be a guy, but there's female representation, I believe.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. We will discuss how to get the female faces on in the future. Thank you very much. But a big congratulations to all the winners. You're all winners. Every single design that was put into this competition is a winner for me in every way. Thank you and well done to all of you. So I believe I can confidently go back again with more apologies to Professor Sinclair, and to continue with the introductions. I was carrying on earlier on for that guest presentation. So let me quickly give you a biography of our guest speaker, keynote speaker this morning or afternoon. Professor Brian Sinclair is a professor of architecture and environmental design and a former dean at the University of Calgary's School of Architecture, Planning and Landscape. Brian, if he permits me to call him so on this occasion, is the president of Sinclair Studio Incorporated, a multidisciplinary design research corporation engaged in an array of global projects. He holds postgraduate degrees in architecture and psychology. He's an educator and practitioner whose expertise and explorations span from science to art. How multi-talented. His professional memberships include the American Institute of Architects, the Union of Mongolian Architects, the Society of Nepalese Architects, the Council for Tall Buildings and Urban Habitat, and fellowship in the Royal Architectural Institute of Canada. His doctoral degree from the University of Missouri focused on an innovative holistic design and planning framework to improve quality of life for some of the world's poorest people. His scholarships include professional practice, design methods, open building, agile architecture, strategic planning, integrated design, environmental psychology, international development, systems and sustainability, and the coalition